Okay, guys, we're live, but I'm going to wait for you guys to show up and we'll get started right at 5 o'clock. Okay, it's 5 o'clock, and we are going to get started with our collage. We're going to get started with our vision board. I want to start us off with a prayer. So I am looking forward to doing this. It's been good preparing for it. I've prepared myself. I've gotten my board semi ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start us off with a prayer, And when we start off with this prayer, we're going to call the universe to help us to manifest and attract our deepest desires. So I want everybody to take a deep breath and let's get ready. Start that deep breath from deep within your chakra, the stomach chakra. Deep breath in. Another deep breath in. To the universe, to the ancestors, to God. We place our desires, our hopes, our wishes, and our dreams into your hands as we try to make clear what it is that we want to attract in our lives. As we try to place it on a format that will allow you to see what it is we want in life. So we will do today, put our energies together and try to create our dreams and try to make our dreams come true. And so it is. Well, welcome everybody. I'm so glad that you guys can make it. So what we're going to do today is we're going to manifest with MommaPalm. So we're going to do our vision board. I've got mine put up here, and I kind of started MommaPalm's manifest board. So today there's not a lot of times that people have magazines, but I do have some magazines. So I got some magazines that I'm going to be using. I brought my book. I brought markers, glue, tape, and scissors and a pencil. Because sometimes instead of finding what you want to do with the board or what you want to do with the magazine, you might have to write it down. Now, I'll tell you, one of the things that I am trying to manifest right now, we've had a rough year with the pollen. The pollen count has been super high, and I have been, fighting the allergies. So one of the things I want to manifest is good health, and I've already written it on my subboard. So good health is one of the things I'm trying to manifest. And one of the things I think is good at representing good health is like flowers or plants or something green, something that grows. So I'm going to look through my magazine, and already I see some pretty flowers right here. So I'm going to cut those flowers out, and that's going to help me to represent that good health, that growth, that renewal. So I got my scissors right here. What do you want to manifest first? What have you been thinking about manifesting on your board? Because what we want to do, we want to tape it or glue it onto our board. And we want to hold our board in the law of attraction for about 4 weeks. Sending that board every day, going to that board and sending that board in. I release you to the universe and allow the universe to bring to us what it is we want. Now, you may want good health, but you may want to start out with something different. So I'm going to cut out my flowers. That's the first thing I'm doing is my flowers. There's several really cool, look at this, really cool flowers that I could cut up. This one, so I think I'm going to go with this one. It's got the oranges and it's got the beautiful flower blooms in it. So I'm going to tear that out of my magazine and I'm going to cut it out and then tape it on. What are you doing first? Put down in the comments what you want first. Mine is health. And for me, health is represented by growth, by live plants. So this is going to be my first one. And as I cut this out and put it on the board, help to bring it to me, help me to bring it into reality. If you put into the comments what it is you're trying to bring about, I'll help you to bring that into reality too. So I'm going to take this onto my board. This is my first thing that I'm putting on my board. I also brought pictures. I brought some pictures and stuff. So this one, my first thing. on my board is health. Health. Without health, it's hard to do much of anything, right? So that's the first thing I want to manifest is good health. Good health. What do you want to do first? Some of you might be looking for a job. Some of you might be looking to buy a new house. Some of you might be wanting to move. Some of you might want to buy a new car. I mean, it just depends on what it is you want to bring about. Now, the first thing, what's I like to do is I like to kind of give myself some headers, and I try to start out so I'm starting out with health, and then I'm going to happiness and well-being and wealth and family happiness and growth and that kind of. So I give myself some little, tips on where I want to move and what I want to do. So I'm going to look through this magazine again. Oh boy, some really, really good stuff in this magazine. I decided that I wanted new furniture in my TV room. And there's some good, really cool pictures here of furniture. I actually kind of like some of the things that I'm kind of interested in. So I'm going to cut out this furniture that I want to go into my TV room. So let me cut this one out. I want to make sure you can still see me. Might have to turn a little. Okay. This is my flower. This is my vision for my new furniture. And this is going to go in what we call our TV room. It's kind of like what some people think of as a den. So I want to have new furniture in there. That furniture's been in there for a long time. It's taken a beating. It's definitely taken a beating. I mean, if some of you have magazines, you can flip through the magazine. You can flip through it, and you might see some things in there that you might want to add to your board. So I'm going to add this over to my other side here, my furniture. This is helping the universe to know what it is we want. Because a lot of times we ask for things, but we're not clear. We'll say, I want money, but we don't say how much. We'll say, I want health, but do we want good health? And we want it to come peacefully and calmly. Everything that we want to draw into our lives, we want it to come peacefully, with ease, Come to us peacefully with ease. We don't want good health, but we want to get sick doing it. No, we want with ease. Everything to come to us with ease. The universe is designed to give you what you want. So you just got to ask for it. And you need to be clear when you're asking for it. Now, in this magazine, again, I really was interested in a new table for my kitchen. So that's one of the things I'm going to put down too. I'm going to put that new table down for my kitchen area. Something a little bit smaller. I have a big family. I have 5 kids, and they have partners, and they have children. So we have to have a lot of space. But they're not here. They don't live here every day. So I wanted to get something a little bit smaller for the kitchen, but I wanted to have something like little benches and stuff like that to go in the kitchen. So, hey, look, we're manifesting what we want. That's whatever we want. It doesn't matter what it is. It's your dream. So you can get whatever it is you want. This is your vision board. This is your attraction. These are your dreams. Now, when it comes to health, I have this book. When it comes to health, it's really good to make sure you eat well. So I'm going to put some healthy meals on my board so that these healthy meals will also help me to be healthy. So let's look in here and find some healthy meals. Okay. We got nuts and seeds, and oh wow, now this looks really good. Let me show you this. This looks good. Doesn't that look healthy? Healthy breakfast. I actually made this. What is it called? It's an African dish, and I've made it before. I'm going to have to remember what it's called. Somebody can tell me what that's called. I'm sure one of my kids know what it's called. Let's see. I'm gonna put this in here. Let me cut that out. I want to take up my whole board with this big old paste, so I'm gonna cut it out a little bit. But this is a tasty looking breakfast. I might make this real soon. Looks really good. Okay, so that's, put that under there. That's gonna help me to eat healthy. I eat pretty healthy, guys. Um, I eat pretty healthy. Probably 6% of my food is probably fruits and vegetables and raw food. Now, we have here my second marker. I have happiness. Now, I believe that happiness is something that comes from within, but then also your happiness might include family. It might include relationship. It might include looking for that soulmate. So if you're looking for that soulmate, if you're looking for that family, if you're looking for that, then we want to make sure that you have that too. So we're going to put that on our board as well. Happiness. For me, happiness would be like the entire family, my whole family together. So what I'm looking for is a picture of like an entire family. Because that is what happiness would be. Getting together with the family, having a good meal, that's what happiness is. Now, if you don't have like a picture that you can get with your magazine, you can always write the word itself on your board. So I don't see a picture of, wait a minute, let me look at one of my other magazines for happiness. Do you have your magazines, everybody? Make sure you got your magazines together. Now, here is a really nice picture. Happiness for you might be so many things, whatever it is for you, that's what you need to put down. I'm going to write down on my vision board happiness. I don't see a picture that actually describes that the way I want to see it. So I'm going to write it down on the board. The next thing I have is well-being. For me, well-being comes from learning and reading and evolving. So that would be reading books, and it would be looking at um, materials that would teach me something. A lot of times I will learn a lot of different things about health. I'll learn things about different types of exercise, like Tai Chi, and just different kinds of, Chi, that is. Doing Tai Chi, I've just started getting into that. Those kinds of things, I'll study those things. So that brings you well being. It brings you a peace of mind when you're doing things with Tai Chi. So you might want to have something related to that. Okay, so I'm going to write that down. I don't see one in my magazine yet, but exercise. Okay, here's one right here. Getting more exercise. I'm going to put that one in my magazine. I'll put that on my board. Oh, this one of the things for happiness to me is going on trips with my family. I love going on trips with my family. As a matter of fact, I was talking to my family today, and it will be great if we actually get to go on a trip real soon. So that would be fantastic. So I'm going to put this one down there because this will represent for me going on trips. One of my favorite things to do is to go on trips, vacations with my family. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you, we went to one of the last trips we went to. This was after COVID. It was a couple of years ago. We went on a trip to New Orleans. We rented a Airbnb, a really beautiful house, and everybody was there. And we just had a ball, guys. I mean, we had so much fun. It's one of my best birthday ever. This is what my kids got for me. That beautiful, they picked out a beautiful house, and we just were cooking and not only cooking, but we went out to eat. It was so much fun. Now I think I messed up my tape here, lost my tape spot, but that's one of the things that I consider to be like really happiness, just going on different trips with a family. Look at this. This is a picture of the Obamas. Look at this. Now that happy family, happy family. I'm gonna put that one on my board for a happy family. So a happy family. That's a great picture. I'm loving that. I'll put that one on my board for a happy family. And I'm going to have to do something else for tape because I lost my tape thing. I'll get some different kind of tape. But boy, this is a great picture. I want to see my family together and happy like that. My family's pretty happy. How about yours? They're pretty happy. Life, we're pretty close. We do a lot of things together, especially going on trips together. Okay. Now, my next header is wealth. Now, I'm probably already doing better than most. So I want to first say thank you, God, for making sure that I'm already doing well. But I want to have enough wealth that I can do well for myself and do well for others, do well for my family, help friends, help people to achieve their goals by having more help. So the more you have, the more you can help somebody else. So wealth is important. Some people think that it's a problem asking for wealth. No, it's not, because you can help others. If you have wealth, you can help somebody else to have some wealth. So I'm going to write wealth on here because wealth to me, wealth is helping yourself and helping others. That's what wealth is to me. So wealth would be just being able to do what you want to do when you want to do it. Go where you want to go when you want to go. And money is not an issue. That would be the kind of wealth. Actually, I probably have a lot of that right now, but I want to be able to have that not just for myself, but for anybody else that I can help. So if you want wealth in your life, then you need to be definitive about how much wealth you want. You want $1 million? Ask for it. If you want, I told you the kind of wealth I want. I want to have wealth for myself and wealth for my family. So, okay, so now my next header is family. Family is really like the most important thing to me. My children are my world. So I want them to be happy. I want them to be happy. I want them to have their desires. I want them to have the things that they want in life. So I'm going to put family down. I constantly pray for the happiness, the well-being, the good health, the wealth for my children. So I want us to get together and attract those things, send it out to the universe that that's what we want to have and attract it to ourselves. We're trying to be clear about what it is we want. And I want you to be clear about what you want. Put down what it is you actually want. Now I have one more header here, and that is growth. Growth in a lot of different ways. I want growth as I'm doing these channels now. I'm doing the MommaPalm Wisdom channel. I'm doing the MommaPalm Kids channel. And of course, I'm on TikTok with MommaPalm Wisdom. So I want that to grow. Now, TikTok has over 120,000 followers. I want to have 100,000 followers with YouTube over the next 6 months. 100,000 followers, more than 5,000 enough watch hours so that will start to monetize my channel. And this is the growth that I want. And not only that, this growth in so many other ways. I want evolution. I want to evolve. I want to always continue to learn, continue to grow and evolve. I always say, if you're not evolving, then why are you here? So reading books. I have some of my books here that I read. This is one of them. This one is What I've Learned from Living, and then uh, this one is called The Many Lives of Soulmates. I have a couple of other books that are coming out now, The Magical Land of Sleepy Town. But I have other books that I read and just learn from and grow from. So I want to continue to grow and continue to learn. I'm really into natural healing, so I like to learn things about that too. So I study that. So constantly growing. No matter how old you are, you want to constantly grow. So growth, constant growth, all the time. Never stop growing. If you keep growing, you keep living. Keep growing and keep living. Life is always interesting if you are continually growing. One of the things I want to get really good at is playing the piano. Now, I've taught myself to play, but I want to be better. I want to be much better. I want to be able to play on a stage myself and accompany myself. That's the kind of growth I'm talking about. My husband used to play the piano for me when I would sing. Now I want to be able to play good enough, well enough for me to play for myself. So that's the kind of growth. So growing and playing the piano for myself. So I'm going to name a few things like piano would be one of the things that I really want to grow at. Piano. I want to learn more recipes. I want development in health and wellness, like herbs. I want to learn more about herbs. I love learning how to recognize different plants. Those are the kind of things that I'm trying to grow at. So this is my board so far, guys. I had to write a few things down. So health, happiness, well-being, wealth, family, growth. MommaPalm's manifest board. This is what my board looks like. What does your board look like? You can always come back and look at this later. You can always work on your manifest board yourself. In 2 weeks, we're going to check back and we're going to start. I want you to send me a message and let me know whether or not your dreams came true on your board. You might want a new car. Look in there and find a new car. If you want to get a new house, look in the magazine and find a picture of a house, or draw a picture of a house yourself. Your dreams can come true. You can manifest your reality. You just have to make it clear to the universe that that's what you want. So I grant you peace and joy and happiness. I partner with you right now in your dreams coming true. There's power in numbers. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love this. I love my board. I'm going to check back with this board every other day. And I'll look at it every day, but I'm going to check back with it and see what has happened. In 2 weeks, I want to see what on this board has happened. What on the board has happened in 2 weeks. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I love you all, and so it is.